So I've got 5 fresh Galaxy S26 Ultra updates for you guys, including a front camera change nobody had leaked before. And by the end of this, Samsung has confirmed the one upgrade everyone thought was dead. There's a lot packed into this phone, so let's kick it off with the camera you're actually looking at all day. We've been breaking down the rear cameras for a while, but this is the first real info on the selfie camera, and at first it kind of looks boring. Ice Universe says Samsung is ditching its own ISO sensor up front and swapping to a Sony sensor instead. Same size, same resolution, so why should you care, right? Here's where it gets interesting. Even with identical specs, Sony's sensors usually have better dynamic range and more natural skin tones. The S25 Ultra struggled there, especially in low light, where faces could look weird or blown out. With this switch, your selfies should actually look noticeably cleaner in real-world use. But that's not the only tweak. Samsung is also widening the field of view, going from 80 degrees to 85 degrees. That means easier group selfies and way more usable framing for vlogging without holding the phone out like a selfie stick from 2013. The catch? The punch hole gets a bit bigger, the largest we've ever had on an Ultra. Not exactly pretty, but for the extra width, it might be worth it. And this ties into a bigger shift. Samsung knows tiny hardware bumps aren't impressing anyone anymore, so they're basically reworking the whole camera game plan. The focus now is AI-first imaging. Translation: fewer big sensor upgrades, way more heavy lifting from computational photography. They've been hinting at this for a while, and now we're seeing what that actually looks like. You're getting generative AI tools that can fully rework your photos, and the wild part is it all runs on the device in under a minute. There's also a new sticker feature that lets you turn any photo, sketch, or quick doodle into a custom sticker that links straight into Sketch to Image, which is basically Samsung's answer to Apple's Genmoji and Google's Magic Editor. For regular users, that means you tap once and you've basically got social-ready content. For creators, it's more time shooting and less time buried in edits. And Samsung is very clearly going after creators this year. We already know AVP video codec support is coming, but the next feature is actually a bigger deal if you care about audio. One UI 8.5 will add 24-bit Bluetooth audio recording, up from the current 16-bit cap. To put that in normal language, you're getting higher dynamic range, cleaner quiet moments, and loud sounds that don't just blow out and distort. That means you can actually fix things in post without the audio file falling apart on you. But it goes further. You'll also be able to record from 2 Bluetooth mics at the same time, with separate gain controls for each. And you can tweak all of that live straight from the notification shade while you're recording. No digging into weird menus mid-shot, which is huge if you're trying to work fast. Samsung is tuning this for specific mics so they can hook up directly to the phone with no extra receiver in between. For interviews, podcasts, or run-and-gun content, that setup basically turns the S26 Ultra into a legit little broadcast rig in your pocket. And it's not just the creator tools getting cleaned up. Samsung also previewed a more refined One UI 8.5 look, with apps like Messages, Gaming Hub, Camera, and Wallet shown off. The whole thing is built around this Your Galaxy Your Way customization angle. The final build is set to launch alongside the S26 lineup, so the software refresh and the phone hit at the same time. Now, about the price. Leaks from multiple regions are all pointing toward a price increase being pretty much locked in. But here's the twist. Samsung is bringing back the double storage promo, so you'll be able to grab the 512GB model for the price of the 256GB one. That's around a $130 value, and it does help soften that higher price a bit. There's a catch though. This time, it looks like there may be no free jump from 512GB to 1TB on the Ultra, and the reservation credits are smaller too. Samsung announced all this early for one reason. They want those pre-orders locked in before reviews go live.